Nigeria. Nigeria was the only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria was yo. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what be here? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government.
The president is very passionate about increasing the manpower, addressing the manpower shortage in the Nigerian police force. And he wants us to recruit as many as we can at this time. So if we will assess the NYSC training camps, those ones that are suitable for our training, we will accept them. It doesn't mean that every NYSC camp will be accepted for training. A team will go around and assess the facilities on ground. And if we need to improve the facilities, Mr. President is ready to support us to improve those facilities. He's also concerned about turning out quality policemen. It's not just to bring in policemen and train them. He also wants us to have quality people in the police, and we are committed to ensuring that. Then the question on the non-arrest of suspects during the recent rescue operation in Kwara. Okay, the two questions came together. Okay, let me address this first. When individuals are abducted and taken into captivity, our first concern is the rescue, safe return of those victims to their families. That's our first concern. We will work towards getting those victims released, rescued, then before we even think of any other thing. It's not the first time we will do it. We have been doing it. Every time we announce rescue of abducted victims, every time. It's not the Kwara incident is not the first. It's something we have been doing regularly. I don't want to say much about this, but if you must know that our first concern is the rescue of those victims from their captors. Once we get them rescued, then any other thing can follow. You remember the abduction of those 20 medical students earlier in the year. Of course, it was in the public space, so I can talk about that. We mounted so much pressure on this criminal gang, on the abductors. We deployed all our assets, critical assets. With so much pressure on them, they became afraid that at a time they have to abandon the mission, and they let the students go. After we picked the students, we rescued them, then we know what we did. So we won't say more than that. Yeah, that's it. Okay, then another person wants to know, there was a statement that has been going viral that the Inspector General of Police said we didn't arrest the bandits because they voluntarily released those victims. I expect that people should know that no IG will say such a statement, will make such a statement. No IG will make such a statement. That's why I didn't bother to respond to it. I'm talking about it now because somebody asked that question. How can an IG say that we didn't arrest them because they voluntarily released those people? That's a careless statement. I didn't say so. I didn't say so. And it's not the first time that they will publish so many things about the IG that the IG didn't know about. So it's not the first time. So you should get used to all this misinformation, all this nonsense going on. So if you really want to know, I didn't say anything like that. Okay? And I have explained that our primary concern was safe rescue of those abducted victims. And that was what we achieved. I won't say more than that. Okay, then someone wants to know whether our SPU will still be functional after the presidential directive. Just wait. I've told you that we have commenced the implementation of presidential directive. But the implementation, we are going to implement this directive in a structured way, in a way that will not expose anyone to danger, in a way that will protect our economy. We won't do it in a way that will create more problems than we are trying to solve.
Some say Nigeria is a disgraced nation. Some people say, you should not say so, Nigeria is a sovereign nation and all that. But in the reality, you don't need any foreign leader to tell you how disgraceful Nigeria has become. If you want to see the level of shame and disgrace of a nation, just look at the conduct of the characters, the so-called persons you call leaders in this country. That is why when I say let us observe 1 minute silence for the late National Assembly, the late Assembly where we lose as a parliament years ago, and may the soul of the late National Assembly never rest in peace until Nigerians wake up and get a parliament that is ready to work for the good of the people and not for the greed of selfish and greedy politicians. So finally today, in a country where we say the commander-in-chief, they share sovereignty with terrorists, where governors, they declare prayer and fasting against terrorists, National Assembly gather and they talk for their plenary, and one of the most important issues raised by the Senate President is a letter from the wife of the president inviting all senators to a sumptuous dinner on Friday. You can hear the Senate President reading the letter. And the most disgusting aspect of it, if you watch to the end, the Senate President said it is an invitation from a mother to her children. That is in a country that is a democracy, where the National Assembly is the symbol of democracy. A letter from the First Lady to the Senate President or to the Senator is an invitation from mother to children. And you fit even hear and they tell, he says, Senator Wamako, you are looking at me as if you want to travel. That should be Senator Magataka Wamako, the former governor of Sokoto State. So he should make sure he attend because it is a very important issue. So that is the mother of the senators. That is the children. The persons in the National Assembly are the children of the wife of the president. Ori Buruku Lenshe, Nigerian senators. Ori Buruku Lenshe, because how do you carry out oversight over your mother or your father? How do you perform oversight or hold them to account when you need to do so? That is why illegality will continue to beget illegality. Criminality will give birth to criminality because it is children and sons PLC. It is not a government. It is not democracy. It is a family business, and therefore criminality will continue to progress. In this same plenary where the day-to-day Senator Inaya Hakotabaribe from Abia State, he was raising the issue. He said they must tackle this issue of where the Kebbi State governor talks, say security officials took out security from the school before the people went there and kidnapped the children. That President Tinubu must make a scapegoat to know exactly who gave the order to remove it. If truly he's serious about insecurity, nobody deliberates any further on it. Senator Sarah K. Dixon they talk about the same issue, said that they should not politicize it and make it as if they are singing praises of president. The same Godswill Akpabio, Senate president, shut it down. Meanwhile, if you go to the House of Reps, Honorable Doguwa, they were making a motion to see that even if they need to shut down parliament to ensure that they raise the issue of insecurity to a national crisis, invite all of the persons who are security chiefs, let them investigate what is this so-called peace deals where they go on across the country. What exactly is the level of infiltration of terrorists into the military and armed forces? In a country where Bayo Ononuga, spokesperson to President Fit talk, say they know where the people, the kidnappers been there with the Kwara people, so they just call them, tell them to release them and they release them because they know the consequences of not releasing them. In that same parliament, the most pressing issue for the so-called leaders of the parliament is having a sumptuous dinner with their mother. Now, when mama be that, when I no get another one, because Ori Buruku Lenshi. Ori Buruku Nigeria PLC. But Nigerians, unfortunately, now the way you stand, night cameraman go snap you. If Nigerians do not use this as an opportunity to mobilize, to ensure that you drain the swamp by the next election season, because you must maintain the focus to know that in spite of all of these shenanigans and this Ori Buruku way that they do, they are still ready to rig themselves back into power. A bunch of persons that have decided to become a drain tube, a waste of public resources, spending billions of taxpayer money to service the lives of people who add zero value to the existence of humanity, who are never concerned about the welfare of the people. You should be thoroughly ashamed of yourself. Any person who call yourself a parliamentarian, who in this period of a nation, you cannot focus on issues that mean well for the country, on issues that are affecting the lives of citizens, but you rather be interested in playing politics. Shame on you. You should be disappointed in yourself because you are amongst leaders or amongst men most miserable. And may Nigeria never have the misfortune of having charlatans like this lead their people instead of allowing the best to lead the rest. We leave the worst to misrule the rest of us. Shame and shame and shame on you, 10th National Assembly. If this is all you have got to offer, as we they talk now, people where they talk about make country good, now them DSS and police intelligence, they know how to carry. The place where kidnappers do on social media, they do give away. They do all of the live videos on TikTok. There is no intelligence to track them. Government, they just call kidnappers, say, you know what, just drop those people there. It's like lost but found, we go pick them there. Ori Buruku Nigeria PLC. Ori Buruku Lenshe. Nigerian Senate, Nigerian National Assembly, congratulations on your sumptuous dinner with Unamama. Now Unamama be that, on the mandate you shall collapse. Nigerians, it is up to you. Once a majority say enough, it will be enough. May we realize soon that the power of the people must always be greater than the criminals in power. Senator Godswill Akpabio, shame on the 10th National Assembly. My name is Peter for Nigeria.
To you viewers, let's begin what's trending in Guinea-Bissau, where military officers have seized control of the government after President Umaru Embalo and his main opponent, Fernando Diaz, both declared themselves winners of the presidential election before official results were released. The military suspended the electoral process, closed all borders, and shut down airports, resulting in election observers being trapped in the country. Nigeria's former president, Goodluck Jonathan, is one of 36 high-profile observers from the African Union, ECOWAS, and the West African Elders Forum, currently trapped in the country following the military coup d'etat.
I am hopeful at the moment. We have always dreamt of a peaceful Guinea-Bissau, full of love and harmony. I ask my Guinean brothers to remain calm, because whatever happens, it will be for the benefit of all Guineans.
All right, Dr. Abati, your boss is involved. I'll take some reactions before I come to you. Alien wrote on X, saying Africans have a special way of sending a message to the world that they are not mature for a democratic governing system. It seems alien to our people, and I think we need to admit it at least. Another ex-user wrote, this calls for an immediate intervention by the Nigerian government to begin a rapid process of evacuating the former president of Nigeria from Guinea-Bissau. Finally, Okocha wrote on X, "I will want to believe that he's safe. This foreign observation business is no longer a joke in these African countries. If you go to rubber stamp corrupted elections, you may never come back in the future. Good luck to good luck. Good luck to good luck." I thought that was, this is an awkward situation for Nigeria's former president, Goodluck Jonathan. I mean, he went to Guinea-Bissau to ensure democratic elections only to get caught in a military coup. ECOWAS and the AU have condemned the coup. The question now is, how will they secure the release of their own observers while simultaneously demanding restoration of constitutional order? This is, really an awkward situation.
Well, President Jonathan is chairman of the West African Elders Forum, and he founded that body, and along with other African leaders, they monitor the electoral process, the democratic process, not just in West Africa, but also across Africa. And, he has done a lot in that regard since he left office. Now in Guinea-Bissau, we have a situation whereby President Jonathan and other international observers who were waiting for the announcement of the presidential and parliamentary elections that took place on Sunday. The announcement was to be made on Thursday this week. That's tomorrow. Yeah. And then, or is it today? It's today.
Thursday.
Yes, Thursday is today. And then you have this situation at about 1900 GMT yesterday, whereby a group that calls itself the High Command of the Presidential Order, or what do they say? The High Military Command for the Restoration of Order, led by General Dennis Nkanha, who incidentally is the head of the military household in the presidential palace. Then what have they done now? They've suspended the democratic process. They have ordered a curfew. They have closed all borders, land, sea, and air. They've detained the president, Umaru Sissoco Embalo. The chief of the army, his deputy, the prime minister, and also the other second leading candidate, Fernando Diaz. Now, what is the cause of this problem? Sissoco Embalo, 53-year-old, became president of Guinea-Bissau in 2019. His term was supposed to end February 2025. He had even said he was not going to run again. But now we were told he wants to realize the ambition of being the first democratically elected person to win 2 consecutive terms. Yeah. Since Portugal became independent from, since Guinea-Bissau became independent from Portugal in 1974. So he claims victory ahead of the announcement of the result. Fernando Diaz also claims victory. You have the Prime Minister, Pereira, supporting Fernando Diaz. And that's why, these military soldiers have moved in. Now, we have seen since 2021, democracy being in retreat. Beyond when we were celebrating the consolidation of democracy in Africa, we have now seen in Guinea-Bissau, which is the latest, we have seen in Gabon, we have seen in Burkina Faso, Niger, Chad, and Guinea-Conakry. So it's a very sad development, and it's very good that AU has condemned, ECOWAS has condemned, but they must go beyond that. Yes. The international observers that have been caught in the crossfire in Guinea-Bissau, every effort should be made to get them released, to allow them passage. Absolutely. The Nigerian president should call this Nkanha, whatever his name is, and tell him that he cannot keep a former president of Nigeria in Guinea-Bissau, a country of 2.1 million people, keeping our president.
Imagine that, Dr. Abba.
No, the president should step up and say, I'm sending a presidential, you will release former president of Nigeria. And then, you know how they do it. There will be some threats.
Yes, we need Jonathan.
Who are these people? So, and then the other international observers too, every effort should be made to get them free.
All right.
It is ironic, however, that President Jonathan, who in 2015 willingly respected the will of the people and handed over power and conceded defeat, Embalo it wasn't clear enough to him to say that with this chairman of West African Elders Forum here, if they say I've lost the election, I should just respect myself. But that is a crisis of leadership that you have, not just in West Africa, but across Africa.
All right. I'm glad that you called on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to intervene. I mean, this is really getting out of hand. West African nations are turning into a coup hotspot. It shouldn't be. Meanwhile, the Senate has resolved to amend Nigeria's Anti-Terrorism Act to prescribe a death penalty without the option of a fine for all kidnapping offenses, removing all judicial discretion in sentencing. The resolution followed a motion by Senator Abdul Ningi, who urged the Senate to classify kidnapping as a terrorist offense that would automatically attract the death penalty, irrespective of circumstances or jurisdiction.
Kidnapping now pays more than oil. Kidnapping pays more than sitting as a senator or sitting in the villa. And therefore, as lawmakers, what do we need to do? We now look at kidnapping and say we must amend our laws to say kidnapping is a terrorist act and must therefore be treated as such and must therefore carry the death penalty.
Well, the Senate witnessed a heated debate on Wednesday as Abia South Senator Ehinaya Abaribe berated the government's failure to hold the military accountable for withdrawing troops from the Kebbi school just before the abduction of 24 students. Abaribe insisted that real governance requires confronting the uncomfortable truth of who ordered the pullout and demanded accountability. Let's take a look.
The governor of Kebbi said that somebody ordered troops out and people were kidnapped. Till today, nobody in Nigeria knows what happened. And no question has been asked. And we are sitting down here as a parliament and we turn and we talk. Yet, somebody is responsible. If I'm the commander-in-chief, I will call the army commander in that place and the head of the army and say, if you don't get me the head of this person, who withdrew the troops to put all these children in jeopardy? Then you make an example of him. That is how a country is run. A country is not run on pacification. A country is run on confronting issues. I rest my case.
That was a powerful speech. Well, Akpabio has directed Senate Leader Kwemi Bamidele to urgently prepare an amendment to the Anti-Terrorism Act to ensure that once kidnapping is established in court, a death sentence must follow. Currently, Nigeria's Anti-Terrorism Act only prescribes death penalty for kidnapping when the offense results in the death of a victim. But here's the problem. Despite the frequency of attacks, many kidnapping cases end up with victims being released and no arrest. So the real question also follows. How do you execute kidnappers when there are no arrests? Vimbai, we know that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has declared a nationwide security emergency, directing the Nigerian police and armed forces to recruit more personnel to deal with insecurity across the country. Well, in a statement posted on the president's X page, Tinubu called on the police to hire 20,000 new officers to bring the planned intake to 50,000. The president commended agencies for their work in rescuing the schoolgirls in Kebbi and church worshippers in Kwara State, vowing to sustain his administration's efforts to bring back the students still being held in Niger State. I mean, this is also a commendable effort by the president at this moment, by ordering for more boots on ground. I'd like your thoughts on the Senate's push for the death penalty for kidnapped victims at this point. Like I asked in my earlier question to you, Vimbai, we are not seeing arrests. We had 24 girls from Kebbi released, then we had 38 from Kwara released, no arrests. Great upticks with the death penalty, the call for the death penalty. Would we really follow through?
Well, I want to begin by quoting the president himself in June of this year when he visited Benue State and he turned towards the police commissioner, or was it the IGP, and he said, "Why have there been no arrests?" And, you know, this is life. Life is somehow poetic because we now come back around and we ask ourselves the same questions now. Why have there been no arrests? Well, the Senate is rightfully arguing around punitive measures, advocating for higher punitive measures because, of course, the thinking is that if there's a highest level of punishment, then it should deter people from committing these crimes. Well, like you rightfully said, OG, number one, how do we execute people that have not been arrested? But beyond that, there are currently over 3,500 inmates on death row in Nigeria. Well, those are the numbers as of 2024, as published by the Nigerian Correctional Services. So ultimately, let's not be performative in our rage and in this moment that we are trying to see how to resolve this issue. Because, and I call it performative because we know that when it comes down to the crux, very few governors historically have been willing to sign off on death warrants. So in essence, all we're doing is we're crowding the prisons. I say that we go for practical solutions that are enforceable. The death penalty itself, especially in this modern time, beyond the broader global conversation around the death penalty itself, implementation in Nigeria, because of the moral optics and of course because of the political optics as well, has not been efficient. So I say let's focus on holding our forces accountable. Let's find out who ordered the withdrawal of those troops just before the Niger State pupils were abducted. Let's find out why there are so many lapses with regards to our military being able to enforce some of their missions. What happened? Who leaked the memo from the Brigadier General Sani that led to his execution? Those are the types of probes and leaks I think I would like the Senate to focus themselves on and to direct themselves. Because as we get more boots on the ground, as we follow the directives from the president, we need to ensure that the systems work. Right. So, you know, we can't throw, it's important to get more numbers in, but if we're throwing more people into a system that is corrupted within itself, we'll still face similar challenges. So I think, yes, important to see the Senate making this a topical issue, an issue of importance. It was a non-partisan issue. However, let's also not become performative in doing so.
All right. Well said, Pimpai, well said. Meanwhile, the Muslim Council of Elders, under the chairmanship of the Grand Imam Al-Azhar, Dr. Ahmed Al-Tayyib, has vehemently condemned the kidnapping of students, teachers, and staff from St. Mary's Catholic School in northwestern Nigeria. In a statement issued from Abu Dhabi over the weekend, the council affirmed that targeting children and educational institutions is a heinous crime that contradicts the teachings of Islam and all divine religions, violating the most basic ethical and human values, as well as international laws guaranteeing children's right to education and a safe life. The council expressed solidarity with the families of the abducted victims and called for urgent international action for the immediate release of all hostages and enhanced protection of educational institutions. Well, this is significant. One of Islam's most respected institutions is publicly denouncing these kidnappings as anti-Islamic and calling them heinous crimes. This condemnation directly contradicts those who try to justify these attacks using religious rhetoric. We hope that this powerful religious voice from the Muslim Council of Elders will influence local clerics and communities to actively resist the terrorists. Meanwhile, the Diocese of Kaduna Anglican Communion has announced the death of Venerable Edwin Archie, the priest in charge of Ebenezer Anglican Church in Ungwan, Majero, who was kidnapped alongside his wife and daughter on October 28th. The diocese confirmed Archie's death on Wednesday night, describing it as a painful loss to the entire diocese. The priest was abducted when bandits broke into his house in Nisi community, Chinkun local government area of Kaduna State, near the Kaduna refinery. The kidnappers later contacted the family demanding 100 million naira ransom and released photos showing the couple in distressed conditions alongside other captives who appeared malnourished and tied in chains. His wife and daughter remain in the hands of the kidnappers, with the diocese calling for prayers for their release. Well, this is heartbreaking, Ayo. The priest has died in captivity after nearly a month of being held. His wife and daughter are still being held, probably traumatized by witnessing his death. I mean, this story, broke my heart. This priest is from Ukwan. I mean, this is heartbreaking.
Yeah,
really.
It's really heartbreaking. And when we hear stories like this, especially when we have the opportunity or when we see the pictures of these abductees or kidnapped victims in captivity, the hope and the prayer is that they will come out alive. So when we hear stories like this, it's stark, it's real. The number of unreported incidents like this where people who are kidnapped end up dying. And, it goes back to that conversation around whether or not there ought to be a death penalty for kidnappers. And, there have been arguments here and there, but when you look at the devastation of what kidnapping does to communities, to families, to people's lives, you can then understand why there's a call for very stiff punishment. In fact, the stiffest of all punishments, which is the death penalty. In addition to this, one of the girls that were kidnapped, the family, I think 3 girls, their dad apparently died of a heart attack, and this was revealed during one of our sister broadcasts here on Arise News, where the CAN chairman had said that as a result of heartbreak. I'm mentioning this story so that we can understand the depth and the seriousness of the challenge before us, and why it's been said again and again that we must show and demonstrate the fact that we are ready and willing to end kidnapping. Now, to a very important story, and I think perhaps one of the most powerful voices that has arisen since this conversation around, attacks in the north, insecurity and in Nigeria and so on, is the voice of the Muslim Council of Elders. The best way to attack a lie is to present facts, is to prevent an alternate fact to this matter. Now, a lot of times we looked at Boko Haram, we looked at terrorists and how they have indoctrinated ignorant, I would say, community members by distorting the teachings of the religion, by saying, oh, this is what you will be done. And we've had so many accounts on this. You would get, virgins, you get this, and people do not even know what the truth is. The custodian of at least leaders in this religious circle should come out boldly and speak out against this so that their followers can hear them. This is why we say that we must engage all leaders at every level. We want them to come out to publicly condemn these actions, even wanting them to speak against stoning of people and indiscriminate jungle justice. Yes. They must speak out against these things, because the strongest voices will be the voices of those who belong to that community and leaders that they look up to. That's why I'm proud of the fact that they've come out to speak, and that speaking must be sustained. It's not just one-off, and we must have a sustained communication around this is evil, this is not right, this is not part of our religion, so that people can stop the false tagging of certain religious dispositions as being, violent, as being extremist. Not all are extremists, and it's important that we continue to put this out there. Great move by them, and I hope that it must be sustained. Not just one-off, but a collective voice amongst imams and, of the Muslim faith and the Christian faith to say that we do not support this. This is wrong. This is against our religion. Great move there.
Yes, the Venerable Edwin Achi has died in captivity after 1 month of trauma. Now we are calling on the security forces. His wife, his daughter is still being held in captivity. We would want for them to use the same conversation or connection or whatever it is that they use to release our, kidnapped Kebbi girls, Kwara girls, to get them out, and the other people that are still being held in captivity for a long time. May his soul rest in peace. We pray for the release of his daughter.
All right, people, I appreciate every one of you right there. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all. It's good to be back here again. Today's Thursday, 27th November, 2025. I appreciate every one of you right there once again. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all that you do for us here every day. We appreciate you always. Thank you very much, my brother Abu Aziz. Thanks for all that you do for us here every day. We appreciate you always. I appreciate every one of you right there. A lot of you have commented. I would like to quickly see if I can mention few names. Madam Eugenia, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you, and thanks already for the super chat as well. I'm very, very grateful. I promise, Patrick, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Good evening to you, Osaigi, or dare I say, Patricia Enofe, my dear sister, Dream Nation. God bless every one of you right there, my people. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to you all. Discussion Channel TV, I can see you. Prince Aka, I can see you right there as well. Also Volado. I don't know whether I pronounce your name well, but I appreciate you. That's just some of our names does change. That's the problem now. You know, appreciate you all right there. Says more. I can see you right there with us. Thank you. Tessie, I can see you. Thank you, thank you. Good evening to you all. Names are very difficult right now. Ade Adobo, I can see you. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Alabo Ferreira. Mr. Ferreira, maybe that. Thank you very much, sir. We miss your submissions. Thank you, everyone right there. Thank you for your time. Help us to press on the like, help us to share. Uma, I can see you. Good evening to you. Tony South right there. Thank you, thank you, thank you, my wonderful people. Judgment Ernest, I can see you. Thanks for joining us. You know, I appreciate every one of you. Then we have Michael Okata. Thank you very much for your time. And many others, you know, Love Maduka, Golden Arc Record, Tony Africa, and many others. Okay, let me just move on right now. Okay, Madam Stella Masaredo just coming in. Thank you very much, ma. I appreciate you as well. God bless you. When I see this kidnapping of a thing, this video I want to play, so maybe this one will shock you now. This one just happened yesterday. Husband and wife that were coming from work, you know, on their Lexus. The man picked his wife up from work. As he finished from work, that's what they normally do as a normal routine. He picked his wife from work, and you know, normally they come back home. As they have the rich house, and so kidnapper tell us pick both of them. And the funny part of it is that the wife is pregnant. You know, this one happened yesterday in Edo State in Oromi. Where are those people that is saying that the governor is just 8 months in office? We never see them since. We never see them. Okpebolo. You know, it's very sad. I don't know the one we do so. The situation of the country is scary. Very, very scary. But I want you to watch this. Is it showing? Because it's not showing here. I don't know. Is it my fault? It's not showing. Can somebody tell me if it's showing that way? I can't see it here. What did happen now? I can't see it from here. Okay, I don't know what's happening. Now let me do panel, so I don't know if this thing is showing anywhere. So because I can't see it, I can't be presenting something that I cannot see. You know, were you guys seeing it? Oh, you said no. Okay, some people said no. Okay. You see, I don't know. Okay, some said yes. For real? So where's the confusion coming from now? Okay, let me play it from here then. Watch this.
Good morning, sir. This is where my brother and his wife were kidnapped last night. The both of them, around the hours of 7 to 8. He was coming back from town yesterday in his house when they kidnapped him and his wife. According to somebody that was at home, he said he saw Fulani men taking them inside the bush. So this is the bush that he saw them. So this is the environment. This is the bush where he was taken into. They took him and his wife last night. So this is the place. This is the place where we saw footprints. This is the place where we saw their footprints. Our younger brother that was at home yesterday, he saw them. So he was the one that called us. Before we got to the environment, they were already gone.
Very sad. Very, 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 very sad. When I see, sometimes when we put our effort here and talking about what is affecting us, in most cases, there are people that will watch us and just say, I beg, make I move on to other best program that I can watch and all that because they are not interested. Why some people can still say, oh, God forbid, oh, it can never be our portion, oh, it can never be this, oh. They are not interested to put effort, to put their voices to my wonderful panelists that are talking here every day, or my callers, my commenters. You see, my people, when something is bad, it's bad. No matter how you want to look at it, if it's not affecting you directly today, doesn't mean that it's not bad. When it's bad, condemn it. Not only when it affects you directly, that's when you need to speak. See now, husband and wife coming from work, and the woman is pregnant. Like I've told you guys before, these people, they have tons on women with the cash in the presence of their husband if your husband is there. Make we look at the trauma where our women they pass through. Say tomorrow now, say they are lucky, they release them. People will not be saying, thank God they don't release them. Which man will be okay forever? Washing these dirty pigs, things. Sleeping with your wife in your own koro eye. It be like, Nama, where they don't keep for life, now be that now. You are gone. There's every possibility that man cannot survive anymore. Talk less or say she's even pregnant now. Because the only thing that we are seeing, they kidnap, they pay ransom, they release some die. The main point inside this is that what they are doing to every woman they are picking. Now remember that Arise News anchor that jumped from the window. This were one of the reasons why she jumped, where people were saying, oh, she should have just waited. Because she was naked, according to them. When she jumped, when they see her for granted, she was completely naked. Maybe don't go through her mind, say, oh my God, is these people enter here now? Ah, my precious body, my this, my that, I prefer to just die. We're in trouble in Nigeria. We're in trouble. All these dirty pig, smelly things. They sleep with cows. Are you guys not aware? When I never see them. Now, husband and wife coming from their professional job. According to the news, the guy, they pick his wife every when he finish work, drive through where his wife, they pick him, they gotta go out. And they got the entire company and they carry 12, they go. Since yesterday. Now, wow. This country is scary, man. The country is scary. The country is scary. It's very unfortunate. For those of you that were calling, you can call in. I still have one video to play though, but depends. Madam Deborah, you were calling in. If you're hearing me, it's best time for you to call in quickly. Before I'll move on. It's very sad now. It's very, very sad. Only God knows what they are passing through right now. Only God knows what they are currently passing through right now. Just imagine. Now they are talking about death penalty for kidnappers. I like when somebody said on Arise, person when they know they arrest, how they want to give a death penalty. Not the person that they arrest that they give death penalty. Thank you, ma, for calling in. Please talk to us. Mother Deborah, talk to us. Thank you, ma. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma.
Good evening to everyone that is watching. You are welcome to today's program. You know, Mr. Elvis, I agree with you. You see, Nigerians are such that if something has not happened to them directly, they are never going to show any concern. You might be surprised that even these couples now that are kidnapped, maybe they too, they have, when it was happening to others, maybe they too, they said,
exactly.
No concern me.
Yes.
Yeah. That is the attitude that, I'm sorry, but a lot of Nigerians have that attitude. A lot of Nigerians, so many of them, that's the way they feel.
Exactly.
Well, it's like the killings of Christians in the north. There are a lot of Christians in the south that are not bothered. On Sunday, they go to their church, they sing, but they don't care about what is happening to Christians in the north.
Yeah.
Not pathetic. Most times when I even call my friends in Nigeria and I'm trying to talk to them about what is happening, I see the nonchalant attitude that some of them they put up. It's like they are not bothered enough because it has not happened to them. It's sad, but I can tell you, majority of Nigerians, if something has not affected them directly, you will never get any response from them. Sadly, and this is why we are not having solution to this problem, because we are not our brother's keeper. And secondly, you see all these things that they are doing now, even all this emergency what Tinubu is pretending to do now, saying he has withdrawn police, all that one, anybody thinking that they are serious, I think the person is just wasting their time. All this one now that they are making noise about is to deceive the international community, to make them think that, okay, that they are doing something. That's exactly what they are doing now. So anybody that is thinking that, oh, they are waking up and they are trying to solve the problem, that's not a solution. That's not a solution at all. When I even saw it, I said, look at all these fake things that they are doing. You see all these things? The Senate is passing. It's just a camouflage. They are just doing it to make people think, oh, they are taking action. There's nobody that they will sentence. Nobody. Since they have been kidnapped, how many have they arrested? So all these things they are doing, I'm sorry, it's just pretense. It's just because of what now the international community has shown light on what is happening in Nigeria. They just want to deceive them that, oh, we are now doing something. And what they are doing is not even productive. They went to pay ransom, or I don't know the deal that they did with the terrorists to release the children that they kidnapped in Kwara. Why did if a government is serious about something, why didn't they tell us exactly what happened? They were even lying. They were lying. And none of the terrorists have been brought to justice. So you can see that whatever it is that they are doing, Mr. Elvis, is just a waste of time. That's not the solution. They are only pretending now so that the international community will step back and think that, oh, the government is not doing something, whereas they are not doing anything. Sadly. And instead of Nigeria to hold them accountable, I've seen some people trying to say the government is doing something. That is so shameful that Nigerians, I don't even know what to say. Because the whole thing is annoying and it's shameful. That you wonder, why are people just sitting there folding their hands and looking? They fold their hands and they are looking. Did you hear about the incident that happened in the rivers to Fulani estimate that they said?
No, yet to.
They said there were some bandits that went to one community. I saw. I don't know if it is true. And those people there, they dealt with them seriously. So I don't know, but if it is true, I think so. The government.
Okay, your network is failing.
What happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, the network was failing, but I can hear you now.
Yeah. Yeah. If the federal government will, maybe they will not take action now because of what is happening. Like what happened in Edo State last time, but the one of Port Harcourt, I've not heard anything much. They have not responded. Mr. Elvis, Nigeria's situation is bad, but Nigerians are not willing to do anything. Nigerians are not ready. They are not ready to do anything. Everybody is just staying back and looking. The Senate are not willing to take action. Nobody is asking questions. Everybody is at the mercy of the bandits and the terrorists. I think that is where Nigeria is now. People are just at the mercy of bandits and terrorists. Even the government has no clue. They have no solution to what is happening. Whatever you see Tinubu doing now, I'm sorry, that is not a solution. I don't see that as solution. Withdrawing police from VIP. What has that got to do with anything?
All right.
What has that got to do with anything?
Thank you, ma.
That is not even going to solve the problem. He's just pretending to make it look as if he's doing something. But at the end of the day, that is not the solution. The government are part of the problem. They know the people that are financing these terrorists and the bandits, but they will not be, they don't have the courage to confront the problem from the roots. So this is the situation, and it's very, very sad. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, Madam Deborah. Thank you very much, man. God bless you. Thank you, man. Okay, the video I wanted to play, Modi Okpebolo, upon the insecurity that is eating Nigeria, most especially my own state right now. This man is saying that he's not giving 2 million votes for Tinubu anymore. He's going to give 3.5 million votes for Tinubu in 2027. That's the only thing, you know. Robert Stamp, satanic Okpebolo. That's what they have to say. Listen to him.
This conversation, many governors are defecting to the APC, but people are saying that it is not about governors defecting, that is not what will give APC victory. That this APC in 2027, the election will be between the APC and the Nigerian people, and that these governors will have little or no say when the Nigerian people decides to vote. As far as they are concerned, APC cannot form the next government. What is the state of APC in Edo State currently? Remember, Edo State, EDP used to be strong in Edo State and neighboring states. What should we expect?
Should I speak for
2027? Do you think Edo people will vote for President Tinubu because President Tinubu was defeated here in the last election?
Let me tell you something. If you will vote for me, they will first of all vote for Tinubu. We promised 3.5 million votes. We are not joking. When I say everybody should be wearing a Sewaju's cap, if you look at that man, is he not wearing a Sewaju cap?
He is, but it's not an ordinary voter. We are talking about the masses now.
The masses.
The masses are not.
Let me tell you, yesterday, I want to shock you. I went out with PDP people to inspect projects. I was getting an interview. I said, if we are to talk about election today, with crowds standing, I didn't invite them. I said, if we are to vote today, do you think people will not vote for APC? Everybody there said APC. You can even watch yesterday on the video that a woman who has never voted in her life, I don't know her, said, I will now vote.
It's you. There's a distinct.
Let me tell you, the difference between me and Asawaju, there's no difference. Anybody that will not love Asawaju will not love me. Asawaju is our father. And Asawaju is everywhere on the street in Edo. Have you not seen his big board already everywhere? Am I the one putting it?
But it does not translate to votes.
It translates. That is what it means. What make vote is the popularity, how popular you are in that community. That is it.
You are popular. No, politics is low.
Asawaju is even more popular than me here now, because Edo people already know that what I'm doing is because of Asawaju's impact. I'm telling you. You will see the result that will come out from here, because there's no opposition here in Edo. Everybody is for Asawaju here.
Obaseki's people are not for us.
Does Obaseki have any man here? Let him come here now. Is Oshomole not on the street here? Oh, let him come.
By the time election gets close,
yes,
we'll see them. They will come.
Who?
The Obaseki.
Obaseki.
And no, when we are close to the election.
If I'm telling you, anytime he comes to Edo, wherever he is, he'll be hearing me now. Let him come.
You are trying to frighten him.
I'm not frightening him. He knows. It's the record I will tell you whether he should come or not. You can't scam Edo and come here. Let him. He cannot come. I'm telling you.
Because of his poor record.
His poor record will not make him to come. When children can stand to pray for me, no child on the street will pray for Obaseki. No mother on the street will pray for Obaseki.
Is that bad?
Very bad. I think we need to go out together.
But even Labour Party did well here.
When?
Labour Party.
In the election that took place, that by-election that took place in Edo Central and Ovia, did you see them? We have never produced the kind of result we produce in Esan. APC, some people, Edo people, you are going to tell him thank you, is the vote. You see that flyover is very dear to Edo people. You see the one in Adesuwa is very dear to Edo people. You see that road we are doing, Safle Road, is very dear to Edo people. So these are the things that we speak for Asawaju here.
And he will win here.
Perfectly. If he will not win, I will resign as governor.
No, don't make that problem.
I am telling you. I am the one telling you.
No election can be very.
There is no election here for him. There is no election for
him. There's a proclamation for
my brother. Forget it. I'm a politician. Oh. I understudied Chief Aneni. My style of politics is not toggery. It's grassroots. If you come, do you see me with elite? Are you see me with ordinary people on the street? Have you, since you are becoming, since you came, have you seen me with elite people? I am with the grassroots.
You're on ground.
I'm on ground, homeboy.
It's a fine place to leave it, Your Excellency. Thank you for the opportunity to.
Now, hear that one now from our rubber stamp governor. Anyway, may I go hold this particular video? I'll put it on my archive. He said if Tinubu don't win for Edo State, that he will resign. I like that part. And so we would like to test him. He said he will resign. I like that. Thank you, Mr. Simon. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good day, sir. I got a wash. Did you hear me, sir? I got the palace.
I did hear you, sir.
For what I say for that talk. For me, that was how I lose hope. I got a wash. I will say me go better say if Tinubu go see winner because on that day for voting, money now they go share give people. The way they do for governorship now go see happen. All the almost of the governors for the whole state, they be Tinubu get her. Where they don't pop money they don't for every. You see what they do for this Anambra state now where they share gala, one coca. I got now money Nigeria people. They say na APC and the Nigeria people. For we are Nigeria watch. Now APC people and Nigeria people to collect money. You know that's what you try to tell you. You know this is not the truth with that for Nigeria. Now APC people and the Nigeria people to collect money on that day for vote. Give Tinubu. Tinubu go win now. Vote ring everything. All the governors they go overpower everything. They go ring and collect the election for whether na Atiku or whether na Peter Obi. That's what I say. As for the state insecurity, if you look at now, you go say for allegedly that problem we have so organized, and I make it come was a go so. That's what they buy for Edo State for ISA. I believe so. The northern people don't vow say Edo State no, we don't get peace. If you check Canada, those area, those kidnapping stuff they go on. I be organized, want to be so. Now so I think I understand that more because for Basket no kidnapping at all. No, you say they kidnap or insecurity just say the lesser. But when
it happen, no kidnapping happen. No mislead people beg. For Basket
but no was like this now. It happen now, but you know, so you say the talk and say for Basket say not too much like this now. Just as I say the talk.
And if you say not too much, fine. Not say you say no. Wait till you talk. You saw Basket no kidnapping at all.
I'm saying not too happen. I'm not saying happen. Not too like this one. We say you're the rampant. I don't look at those people they expire. There's not for no let the people pray to. The people no go pray for this what they do so. And I don't go save the people. Most of that is outside so. I know so don't know if you enter. Commissar say those to be go if they come like that. I trust the people. But that village side so they go so. Now so I talk. But as for the election of those state, Tinubu because now money people collect Nigeria people. Now money they will collect 1,000 for 5,000. If I will collect rice, collect coke, they will vote for Tinubu for 2027. Thank you, Ghana.
Thank you, my brother. Oh, yeah. We don't enter one chance so for these people hand. Our governor from beginning to the end of that conversation or interview, he did not talk about the insecurity in my state. Ew! Now trouble with your enter. So this governor won't come carry give us. Say one give Tinubu 3.5 million votes. If he no fit give him, if Tinubu don't wait for Edo State, he go resign. When too lobo. Now we enter so. Too lobo we enter so. We're in a country where these people can do whatever they want to do and nothing can happen. Yes, that's what they're doing right now. You know, so tell me, how is this man going to fulfill that 3.5 million vote? By bribing people? Although it's possible. It's possible when you give these people rice. Many of them, till today, a lot of them are still very, very gullible. Give them rice, add 2,000, 5,000 naira join, and they'll vote for, you know, for the person you ask them to vote for. So educating these people is very, very difficult. You know, no, by the way, where is Peter Obi? What's our principal doing at the moment? Me, I don't know. Let's say I'm lost. You know, I'm not sure what our principal is doing. You know, the party where it's coming out. You know, in terms of the whole thing, you all look silent. I don't understand. What did they happen? Mr. Tony, please talk to us. Good evening to you, sir.
Good evening, sir. I think I just call in. I'm not feeling cool because of the news coming out of Nigeria so bad. But that guy that just called us now is nothing but a coward. But I thank you for confronting him that this insecurity will be there. Look, even before the Uromi incident, there were a lot of organic bodies, a lot of Auchi kidnappers, Akoko Edo everywhere. They were killing people there. They were killing people in Uromi, killing people in Uba, in Uronigbe, in Ewosi. You know what I'm saying? What is that guy doing? That guy is a coward. That guy must be an Auchi person. All these Hausa people that are protect this Adamu Aliyu, A.K. Oshomole's family. You know, you don't know these people. These people from Auchi, some of them are not Benin people. That is why they will come to the national, international media to be talking nonsense, But I'm happy that you told this guy that during Obasanjo's time, there was also a lot of insecurity. There's no difference, you know what I'm saying? Before the Roman something, this will be killing people all over, in Ogbashuku, in everywhere, Ogbashuku everywhere. What is that guy coming to say? I'm very angry, Oganaja Watch. What is that? That's a coward. Look at how we should unite. Look at these people. Look at this four in River State. They were able to do a great job yesterday. And then this guy is coming to tell the world that we Edos now, we are afraid of people. In Mojono State, we are ready for them. Let the Hausa come. They will show me and I shall use They will pack up first. All these Abubakar, all these Kadiris. Thank you, sir.
All right. Mr. Tony, thank you, sir. All right. The situation is terrible, my people. I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore because I'm not sure how we will survive 2027. I need to, Peter, I'll be supposed to ginger us for now because the only person we will hope on be that. Mr. Joseph, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Elvis. Thank you very much for all you do. Thank you. Thank everyone. Just a quick one on Mr. Peter Obi. All I will say, Mr. Elvis, I don't know what you think. For me, situation, the scenario have changed. The whole thing have changed in the country. For me, I would advise him to stick to the ADC. Let him go there and carry on the negotiation. The offer given to him for vice president, he should just go for that one and accept it. Because ADC it's apart from APC, to be frank. ADC is the only party that can come up with a formidable opposition to APC. I'm telling you, even the APC of Tinubu now, the whole thing is shaky. It's very shaky because Tinubu already has been found out as a very weak president. It's just that they will not admit. They will not admit.
So what you are saying, sir, is that for Peter Obi should go and accept vice president role?
Yes, the scenario, to be frank, yeah, he cannot. There's something. Where is he going to get the ticket? Even if he gets the ticket, he not even. I can assure you, Mr. Elvis, he will not even make up to half. Even
So,
with the next year, he will not
you think Peter Obi supporters will support Peter Obi for that?
No. The whole thing has changed. It has changed. I'm telling you this. You see, like I told you in the past, we are conquered. We are totally conquered. And you can see, we are conquered. I'm telling you. You see, we're blaming the leaders. What about the ordinary Nigerians themselves? With all this nonsense that has been happening, it's not now. Even right from the word go, what Tinubu is doing. Still somebody who says they say he's been preparing to be president for all this while, and you come in day 1, day 2, 1 month, second month, 3 months, you haven't appointed ambassadors. This guy is a cataract, and what nonsense preparing? Where is the strategies and all the rest of it? Jagaban. You cannot think of ambassador, and you call yourself you want to come and govern Nigeria.
Okay.
It's a shame. And this man was at the corridor of power during Buhari. He knows what is going on. And they came in, they say, we don't know that the whole thing is like this. It's a lie. He was an insider. During Buhari, they addressed him as APC leader. As they call, they say, the leader of total leader, the party leader. That's how they addressed him. And at the time, people were questioning it. What about Buhari now? When you call Tinubu APC leader, what about Buhari? Because he knows he's an insider. He knows everything. To me, this man only came to grab power, and he doesn't know how to handle it. I'm telling you this. So, we have a problem.
Okay. Thank you,
sir. We have a problem, I'm telling you. To me, I will advise Mr. Peter, because there's no way the person should just go into that ADC, and whatever vote can gather, maybe it should go into the whatever agreement himself have entered with Atiku. Those are the ones. You think all this cry Tinubu was doing all this time around, he cannot get such votes anymore in the north. There's serious division there. Serious division. He cannot. He cannot get such votes anymore. I'm telling you.
Okay.
What about the leaders who are queuing up on the APC? They're just queuing up for nothing. Most of them will not get any votes. They will not even get what they got last time. No way.
Okay, sir. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. Thank you, sir.
Very much.
Let me respond to you. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir. Anyway, Mr. Joseph Oji said Peter Obi rather just go to ADC and accept the role of vice president. If you agree on the comment section, let me read your comment. And if you disagree, let me read your comment. But before that, don't hide under my own submission on this. This is my take on this. I just want you to pass yours or call into the show if you want to say yours. But I have this to say. My take is Peter Obi rather resign. To be honest, he rather resign from politics, enjoy your life with your wife and children, than being a vice president for Atiku. Me, I go use my platform, to scatter Peter Obi left and right if he try him. I dey talk now, I not put water for mouth. I go use my platform because Peter Obi told us he's not desperate to be a president. He's not desperate to rule Nigeria. He just want to see Nigeria work. So, and the only position you strived and craved for was presidency, and that's why we are behind you. For any reason, Peter Obi can't go be vice. Let me talk. Mr. Prince, thank you, sir. Talk to us. Good evening to you. Yes, sir. Talk to us.
I agree. Yeah, you are right. You know, I'm 100% in support of what you are saying because you see, Nigeria is you know, structured in a way that those that want to fix it can never lead the nation. That's what it is. If you look at what is happening right now with all this formulation of different parties, most especially ADC and others, if you look at those that are in ADC right now, they have no ambition rather than they have no any other ambition to seek Tinubu. And on seeking Tinubu is not the issue Nigeria have got. Any politician that is coming to the incumbent president is not having the heart of Nigerians at hand. And if you look at all the politicians that are in APC right now, they are those that are aggrieved in APC and PDP that have gone to ADC to form APC. So they will never accept a person like Peter Obi, who has got genuine intention to fix the nation. They will never accept a person like that. They would rather accept that same Atiku that is in the same camp with them, but at this present, that are not benefiting from the present incumbent evil government. They would rather allow somebody that will come into the position of president and still continue to live in impunity and keep the nation in perpetual subjugation and servitude. That is what they do. So for Peter Obi to go and accept that position as a vice president, it's better for him to resign and relax and go and enjoy his life. It's better for him to, from his own comfort zone, support Nigeria at different level to see how he can alleviate poverty at certain stages. It might be regional, it might be sectional, or whatever. It might be ethnic cleansing by way of removing poverty, alleviation of poverty, empowerment, and other relevant issues. Not going to work with this article because these people in ADC, they are part of APC and PDP that are aggrieved. So for anybody to go there, for them to even accept Atiku as their flag bearer is an error. It shows that they don't want the progress of Nigeria, but what they want is how to continue to, keep us in that stage of ethnic divides and political political nonsense that they be doing, shenanigans that they will keep using to keep the people. If I think will come, the terrorism of this Muslim and naming of Nigerians is going to continue. In Fulani SPLA, they are going to continue what they are doing. So it will not be short. It will not be clear to us that the politics they are playing now to pull people out is an intention to make sure that Southerners are not there, that the Northerners begin to rule us. So instead, let Tinubu win the second term for him to go and contest be a vice president to Atiku. It shows that he has no umbrella on his own. He can't speak. So it's better for President Tinubu to remain there, because President Tinubu even have grudge and a good intention for the nation. It's just that the followers and he's old, he's not old, he's not capable the way it used to be. His capacity level has lowered, and the people that are with him, they are frustrating him without him not even aware of it. So it's even better for President Tinubu to be there than Atiku coming. Because Atiku has been with us for 8 years. He has never had a good record in whichever way. Nigeria, they forget so easily. We are so gullible. We forget this easily. Atiku could never do anything. He's just speaking from his comfort zone, because right now he's not having any position. So let's go back to this. How did he make his money? How did Atiku become what is he today? What issue did he have with Obasanjo when he was the vice president? It was always conflict here and there. So why should you forget so easily? And somebody will come out and say, okay, for Peter Obi to blah blah blah, you should go and do vice president or Atiku. That is an abomination to Nigeria as a nation. So let Peter Obi keep his credibility and get out of that this political environment, this sense they call politics, and go and relax.
All right. Okay, your network is failing there.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right, guys. Yeah, it's a straightforward thing. For me, to be too belittling for Peter Obi to reduce himself, to go be a vice president to Atiku. The whole majority of Nigerians are with him. So why do you want to? He will not do that. Peter Obi will not do that. So, God's grace, you left a message. You said, we will support you on that decision at Nigeria Watch. If Peter Obi work with Atiku, that means Peter Obi is very desperate upon desperate. Yes, that's what, it will look like, because I will not be happy. I will be very, very disappointed, and I will use my platform, my voice to kick against it. Maybe then some of you here now will not be saying, oh, many of us are very, very hypocritical. Because I will change my mouth. The way I've been criticizing Tinubu, criticizing the same Atiku, or all the satanic politicians, that's exactly the same way I will start criticizing Peter Obi if he dare to be a vice president to Atiku. So the best thing he just have to do, our principal, I will be the happiest person if you resign, even though I know, I will miss you. We can't find someone like you again, but I would just prefer you resign. Keep our glory. Yes, because many people can't laugh me for here. Though you can't laugh me here. Say, see, there's a person, it's 19, if that go do this one. No, I don't want to be in that situation at all. Just resign. Say, okay, I've looked at everything. I don't want to contest anymore. Let Nigeria people sort out themselves. I would like many people really suffer. Yes. The ADC people, they are not ready to fix Nigeria. They gather there for their selfish interest. They gather there just to remove Tinubu for their own selfish interest, not to fix Nigeria. Have that in mind. Now, not they listen now until the mistake go do happen. We'll constantly come here, they remind you now. For me particularly, I said it that Okpebolo is a big threat. We should speak against Okpebolo. For this platform, many people were not talking about him. They were jumping left and right, focusing on Aswen. But look what we are facing now. So it's crazy. Time, Mr. Sam, we're calling back. Just 1 minute, sir. I need to give this speech so that I can round up.
Yes, the way that I talk, I will also know they would go to your submission. Today. So
okay, the network is not.
You go contest for the primary.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay, go ahead. Your network is failing, or I don't know if it's my fault.
I don't know. I don't know. I say Peter. I say Erufai don't join ADC today. As Atiku today join Erufai. Now Peter Pena remain. I believe before after he go join the ADC. He go cut off for the primary. He no go film winner, but he go follow up. Maybe together at the talk. Peter will be na ADC now. He go see join because the way be for grand so Tinubu power.
All right.
For the everything.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
This is powerful.
Put on the comment section quickly. Can you guys hear me? Okay. See, when people are responding, they take forever. So I'm not even sure if you guys are hearing me. Okay. Nobody's commenting. Okay, finally, after 78 years, people don't comment. All right. Yes, people, I would like to take this article that I have here, then we take it from there. I have 4 articles here for you guys. The first one is the one that we've talked about already. Tinubu declares security emergency, order 20,000 new police recruits to help him tackle insecurity in Nigeria. So then we also have another one here quickly for you guys. If any one of them warrant me taking the paragraph, I might. A minute. Okay, can say Tinubu approved Nigeria team for US Nigeria Security Working Group. On this one, let me take 2 paragraphs here. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu approved the constitution of the Nigeria side of the US Nigeria Joint Working Group as part of measures to strengthen collaboration with the United States in addressing security challenges in the country. The formation of the team followed a recent visit to the Washington, D.C. by a high-level Nigerian delegation led by the National Security Advisor, Nuru Ribadu. Ribadu will lead the multi-agency team, which includes senior officials drawn from key security and foreign policy institutions. I don't know what to say on that. Then I have another one here for you quickly, which is this one here. Okay, there you go. As you can see on the screen coming from Daily Post, insecurity, take urgent action to tackle banditry, kidnapping, SPSP test Tinubu. The Society for Peace Studies and Practice, SPSP, has declared that insecurity has now become a national burden in Nigeria. SPSP advised President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to work closely with peace professionals, researchers, and grassroots actors in order to tackle insecurity in the country. All right. Okay, let me take this call quickly. Hello, good evening to you. Please talk to us.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Good evening to you, sir. Talk to us.
Yeah, good evening. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Slot of a vice president. If you ask me, that would be a better option. Nobody should stone me yet, but just listen.
No. Hold on. We missed that point. What would be a better option, sir? Say it again.
I said the person that called before saying that P2B should accept, if it's possible, I think that he should accept the position of a vice president.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So I don't see any problem with that. Nobody should stone me yet, but just
no, it's your opinion. That's fine.
Okay. Now, 2023, I think I remember calling your station. I said P2B cannot win the election. On paper, we know that, we know he won on paper, but, when the result was called out, we saw what happened. So with P2B, if it comes out, is he going to win? I doubt it. Let's not deceive ourselves. An Igbo man will not touch that seat.
For real?
an Igbo man will not touch that seat.
Why?
Because of the civil war and the relegation of the Igbos as the third citizens. It is clear that this is not conspiracy theory. So, from what I'm saying, what I'm looking at is strategically, P2B is better. If Atiku will give him the slot to be the vice president, if P2B wants to spend that seat, then that might be a better chance for him. But to come out as a president of to campaign to be the president of Nigeria, he can't win the election.
Okay.
It is simple.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Okay. What our brother is saying there is that regardless of whatever the effort, they will not allow Igbo person to rule as the president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he went on by saying he preferred Peter Obi, to be a vice to Atiku, according to Mr. Joseph Orji. Mr. Joseph Orji left a message here that we had governorship election in Anambra State with Soludo ridiculing Mr. Peter Obi, and still Anambra people were not loyal to Obi. All right. On that particular one, I would like to quickly take another article here. 2 more to go. Bear with me, guys. Then I have this one here for you. You can see, I don't know if you guys are seeing my article though. If you can see my article, just say yes, we can see. Our group urged Nigerians to back Tinubu in fight against insecurity. The Hope Alive Initiative, HAI, has called on Nigerians to give President Bola Ahmed Tinubu full support in the ongoing fight against insecurity, saying he has shown uncommon courage and proactive leadership in tackling the nation's most complex security challenges. The group noted that at a time when violent crimes have intensified across the country, the president has demonstrated clarity, decisiveness, and capacity, showing readiness to deliver on his mandate. This person will like saying an APC person with this Hope Alive people. Okay, but meanwhile, I'll take the last one. The last one is part of our thumbnail, which I really need to take it before people will think we were misleading them. Okay, from Daily Post, let's support Tinubu to tackle insecurity. Pastor Ashimolowo begs Nigerians to support Tinubu to tackle. How do we support? Let's see. Let's read. I'd like to read this one. I have interest on this particular one. A renowned Christian cleric, Matthew Ashimolowo of the Kingsways International Christian Center, KICC, has urged Nigerians to support the government of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the fight of eliminate insecurity from the country. Ashimolowo made the appeal on Thursday while responding to questions in an interview on Sunrise Daily, a program on Channels Television monitored by Daily Post. He stated that the Tinubu administration is committed to making a difference in Nigeria's fight against insecurity. Unquote. Nigeria needs turn around. Let's stand behind our president now that he has called for more policy, more soldiers. Okay, let's raise the security level, make our people proud to be Nigerian. Let's tap into the brain of our nation and also recognize global Africa. Then he went on, unquote, every African nation wants to be Nigerian. They are also proud of us. Nigerians, we are the toughest, strongest, boldest, and most fearless. This is the nation we are. And I believe we have leadership that wants to make things work. Let's support and be behind Tinubu, the KICC founder said. Nasiam, so he went on. Today in view, I'll just leave it there, man. Just leave it there. Now so the pastor talk, when I hear him, that's all I have in terms of articles and all my presentation to them, people. Yes, Mother Patricia, good evening to you, man. I'd like you to talk to us. It's good to have you on the show. Mother Patricia, are you there?
Good evening, Mr. Evis. Hey, now wow. Yeah. Well, good evening to you. Yes, I just said I should come in. I didn't really listen to your presentations, but notwithstanding with what I've heard
Yeah,
already.
all we said at all, not this part of the presentation, we've presented Peter Obi, Ashimolowo beg for Nigeria to support Tinubu to tackle insecurity, why they have withdrawn 11,566 police or attached to VIPs, so that they can go to the forest and fight insecurity, why people call in saying that Peter Obi should succumb to becoming vice president to Atiku rather than running as presidency, which he can never get. That is their take. Why me myself said for Peter Obi to reduce himself to be a vice president or Atiku or anyone, it is better he resigned. So just take on any of the votes. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ellis. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. It's always a pleasure to know that you are firing on. You never retire, you refire. And may the Lord continue to strengthen you and cause every work of your hands to prosper. In Jesus' name. Mr. Ellis, thank you again for your tireless, effort to do what you are doing. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. People that don't know would think it's an easy task to just come out. I know a lot of what you do. I know how much work you put into give us a rich and exciting program every day. And it's every day. It's every day, not just that you come out once a week, but you come out every day. And we appreciate you for that, and may God continue to strengthen you. The people on the comment section, good evening. Nigerians at large, good afternoon, good morning, from wherever you're watching us from. Our permanent seat in the panel, where are you? What you come is we are on, and the topic today is really important, and we must lend our voice in making this country livable for every one of us. So come and also lend your voice. We are waiting for you. Thank you. Like and share, very important, and also support the channel. God bless you. Yes, I would say that Tinubu declaring the country as not emergency, declaring emergency, security emergency, I would say it's a step on the right direction. I would say so, even though kind of I don't know the right word to use, whether late, but again, I would say it's better late than never. Yes, he still did it. So, and that's what we should commend him for. I think he's been able to break himself out of that hold he took, and he has actually thought deep, having to realize that he's going to stand before his maker. He's not going to stand before the people he sworn the oath with. He will stand before Almighty God to give account. And by that, as a result of that, he came to a conclusion that he was going to do the right thing. And I hope that there is no turning back, because it's also giving instructions, direction to the Navy to bombard the forest. And I also heard that they've also he's also giving instruction for Nigeria to man the forest, which means our forest now is going to be fortified by our security people, not the bandits. So they're going to definitely, if you can man your forest, you can chase all the unwanted element out of it. I think Nigeria has been listening to the wrong advisors, which are these same people that have been perpetrating the evil on Nigeria. Because I don't know how a country a nation will not want to protect their borders or our borders. Your border is your surviving, whether the key to your survival is your border. If you cannot protect your border, you are vulnerable to attacks. And that's what has happened with Nigeria. These people deceived everybody, saying they are the Shad and the rest, they are their brothers and their sisters and whatever. You know? So, oh my God, sorry about that. I was looking for this thing. I was looking for this one, I didn't find it. Sorry about that.
Madam Patricia, why can't you? This thing happened yesterday. Your phone is always ringing.
I was looking for the phone to turn it on.
Panel, mute your gadget, please.
Yes. Sorry about that. I was actually looking for it before I started, but I didn't know where I kept it. So I said, okay. Anyway, sorry about that. I know what it means to have this rigging tool. Sorry about that. Now, they've deceived us for so long, saying that they are brothers, they are their sisters. So for that, Nigeria don't need a strong border control, you know. So don't need the money to man the borders. But your borders, you know, the gateway to enter your country or your town is where you should put more focus. Is where your attention, you know, should be mostly on your borders, because that is where a foreign element is going to come through if they want to attack you. That is the place they are going to come through. And that is where a sensible nation focus on making sure that unwanted element does not penetrate. But in the case of Nigeria one, that was not the case. They say it's their brothers and sisters on the other side. So they kept the borders open. Yeah. Up to the extent that people were coming in from everywhere, coming into Nigeria. So for him to say now they are going to man all those places and the forest, I will say yes. I'll commend him for taking that courage to do the right thing. But I hope he sustains it. It maintains it. And I also overheard now that they signed agreements to work with America to drive out these terrorists. That is also a good thing. We should commend him for that. That is willing to work to ensure that this evil that has come to destroy Nigeria, we can actually destroy the evil and send it back to the pit of hell where it came from. That is that. And then the Senate calling for a capital punishment for anybody that is found wanting with kidnapping and a terrorist. Of course, when you kidnap, you are a terrorist. If you kidnap, whether for money ritual or whatever you kidnap for, calling for death sentence, capital punishment, I think it's also a step in the right direction. Look, in Denmark here, if you go to their court, the main court, it says that with law, you know, you preserve the nation with law. So a country, a lawless country cannot be preserved, cannot preserve itself. When you have a law, or when they mean with law you preserve a nation, it means that with law with the law and then execute the law. It's not just, yeah, everybody follow the law to the letter. Everybody follows it. You can't jump it, no matter who you are. You will follow it. Even if they are king or whatever, do something now that they cannot even try it. To do something that is against their own law, you can't try it. So that's how you preserve, and that's how you build a nation, with laws. You cannot build a nation by flaunting on the same law that you made. You cannot build a nation if you don't adhere to your own principle of how you say this place should be run. It's just like a family. If you have your principles in your family, what the don'ts and don'ts, the don't do does and don'ts. If you don't do it, if you accept something, if you accept the don'ts, most times that's what will become the norm in the house. Even though you have your principle cut out for you, cut out for the children, but if you are not firm to apply those standards in the family, you lose standard. You become nobodies. That's what happens, and that's the stage Nigeria has drifted into. So it's good that they are going to pass that into law to make sure that if you kidnap, whether for ritual, whether for whatever, anyway, anyhow, you get the capital punishment. It's important that must be in place as a deterrent for others that are trying or that are thinking that this has become a lucrative business for them. To deter others that want to join, and also to put fear in the heart of those that are already there doing it. But I think those ones, because they're already corrupted, they will still try. But then, of course, when they are caught, their punishment should be the capital punishment, which is to buy them. We can't be living with such people in a society, in a nation. It's not possible. It's not possible. People that doesn't have any human heart. How can anybody take on another person hostage just like that and give them treatment? And you say that person is a human being, is supposed to live among people? No, that person does not. Those people does not belong. Does not belong in a society of normal people. They should send it to their maker straight away. And I thank God that that law has been passed, and they are. I think the Senate president has already ordered the secretary to type it out so that they can sign it, and then it will be effective from that day they sign it. Yes, so I'm happy about that. The Shiu Molowo begs Nigeria to support Tinubu to tackle insecurity. Yes, and I think he knows the Nigerians he's talking to. Definitely, he's not talking to the South or Southwest. He's talking to the Northerners. That's the people he's talking to. So, insecurity has to be tackled, because without securing life and property, there's no point for any of them sitting in that place. We all can go gaga if that is what it is. Yeah, we all can go mad. Nobody not get madness for inside himself. Calling for enforcement of the police and the security agents to have more recruits. Yes, it's a good thing, but then let them also think about their welfare. Let them increase their money, what their take home, because their take home now is laughable. Somebody that you give boy, you give them this peanuts. How do you expect the person to be loyal to do the right thing? So, in as much as you are wanting to recruit more, ensure you review the payment of the police, the security agents, all of them across board. Their wages need to be higher than what they are getting, so that they cannot be tempted to compromise. You need to up your game with their incentives, what they are taking home. Because you give somebody gun, you know they give them better money. What do you think say the person will take the gun to do at the end? So look at that as well. Look at that aspect. Very important. And all this money that the senators are getting, I think it's time you half it. Let the half go to, paying more to the security agents. Yes, I think so. I think that will help. That will make them do the work better. Yes, 11,566,000 police. 11,566. Okay. Police has been withdrawn from VIP people. That's a good one too. Because, come on, somebody will be buying somebody you call Olokpa. They are not where to be found. Because why? They are sent there to go and guide people. Who else is guiding Nigerians? The common man that they are, somebody is breaking into their house to go and buy them inside. Who will guide them? So that's also a good one. The way you are taking this bold step, Tinubu, please continue to take the bold step. Continue to take it. Maintain this momentum. Not look anybody face. You are the commander-in-chief. Where that you've won the cap, and let that cap speak loud, so that all the people that have been frustrating this country, they will enter house. Yeah, not under your watch. So let it be so. Oshomo, is it Oshomo? What do you call it? Modokpevulu. I beg. That one, I don't want even go there. That one, another thing. Whether Mr. Peter Obi, whether he will collect advice, Mr. Elvis, I don't put water for my talker more. I don't talk am before. I say go collect advice, so he go collect. Make we wait the look. I will leave her like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Is Mr. Elvis there? Is anyone there?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yes, so I dey talk for here. I don't know say you no dey hear me.
I know you.
Na me press bell now, and I can't talk. I don't know. All right. Thank you, Madam Patricia. I appreciate you, man. God bless you.
But you waiting I talk last.
No, that last part I not hear. Let me dey talk so.
Okay, I say you dey say whether Mr. Peter Obi whether make if he collect whatever device. I say I don't talk am before years. I not put water for my talk am. I say I talk and say he go collect he go collect. Make we wait to see. Thank you.
For you. So you believe Peter Obi will accept vice president?
Wait now, make we wait to see now. We dey play, we dey dance, they go small now. Thank you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Mr. Labo, thank you, sir. It's good to have you on the show. Good evening to you. Thank you, Mr. Joseph Oji, for the super chat. God bless you. I appreciate you, sir. Mr. Alabo,
Mr. Elvis,
yes, sir.
as our principal now there for ADC, I just want to ask you this question. And after the primaries, and everybody agreed that everybody will remain, anyone that win. And after the primaries, Atiku won. And Atiku offered to pick him as a running mate. What would be your advice?
For me, I don't support Peter Obi to be a vice president. I don't care how it happens. But if you support, I don't have any issue with that. But I don't support it at all. I don't support it.
I know you don't support, and that is why I'm asking for this. That is your choice. You don't support. But in that, what would be your advice?
Me, I will
Because
not
now,
have advice.
after
He
the
should
ADC
resign.
primaries, remember
He
that
should resign.
he cannot. Okay, yeah, that is what I want to hear.
Yes, he should resign and say, okay, I didn't win the primary. I want to resign. I don't want to continue this race. Simple. Just resign. Keep the honor. Capital B will lose so much respect if he succumbed and reduced himself to be a vice to Atiku, to be honest.
Mr.
You
Evi,
know?
that is you. That is why I'm just listening. That is you. But
Okay.
majority of Nigeria will prefer him to take that, and they will support him. I'm telling you.
Oh, okay. I might be wrong,
Yeah,
but
just let's watch how it goes. It's our principle, but that is why I've just thrown this question.
okay.
Now everybody
Ms.
have
Honorable,
agreed.
I disagree with you that majority of Nigerians don't speak for Nigeria. Say you, okay?
I
I
say
am one also.
majority
I
of Nigeria.
disagree.
I
No,
am
no,
telling you.
no. You cannot tell me that. Just speak for yourself. Majority of Nigeria
The option is few people that will make this kind of thing to say, let
no.
him resign.
I
But
beg.
I'm telling you,
No.
majority with the
I've said it
frustration.
already that he will collect. You know that.
No,
I've
with
said
the
it here.
frustration in
People were
Nigeria,
saying,
let me tell you,
he will collect. He's desperate.
Madam Patricia, let me tell you, with the frustration in Nigeria, if Obi resign today, people will even be upset. Because people need how they can take power from Tinubu. I'm telling you. So that is what I'm saying. Majority will not even think of it, telling him to resign. They will just accept.
So Peter Obi will not be a vice to Atiku. Hey, Jesus Christ. I don't rebuke her in advance anyway, but if it happen,
No, wait,
I'm not going to follow
that
Nadona
is
lane.
what we are praying for him. But it's obvious now, Mr. Elvis. It's our principle, and we are doing everything in the grassroots.
Is Peter Obi fully on the ADC yet?
He's fully on the ADC now. He's supporting ADC. He's there on the coalition.
No.
Labour Party.
You are not answering my question. Hold on, sir. He's not fully there. Now, one leg put there. Has he fully agreed that he's there now? Simple.
It's just of recent that Atiku went to his ward to register, right? The discussion is still going on. So at the end, that is why I asked you that question. At the end, which is saying that he wants to stay there and he will win, he's not scared of anything. He's going for primaries. That is what he has told us. That he has that confidence. Okay. So let's say that primaries happen and Amechi pick the ticket or Atiku pick ticket. Then or our principal pick, that is the best which we are praying. But however, if Atiku, as we always know, pick the ticket, and at that moment, there is no way you can't go to any other party again. So everything has ended.
Okay.
People.
Mr. Alabo, we need to close in 5 minutes, or I don't know.
Okay. No
Yes.
problem. So, Mr. Evis, it's so sad with the news I saw there.
What news?
I mean, the lady, the pregnant woman.
My brother.
What that person will be going through, and those people are wicked, though. You will see what they will be doing in front of the husband. Just imagine the trauma after how a man will be looking at his face of. You don't see the story of before when a robber go inside house, go meet a husband and wife in front of children, and they do wife finish. The man say no go fit marry him wife again. This one is there was a serious problem. He couldn't look at the face of the wife, and at the end, that armed robber say even give am belle. So with this one now, this kind of thing is a sad one. How will he be looking at the wife with the trauma alone for both of them? If the man is not strong, both of them are not strong together. They will never recover from this kind of thing. Those are the things where this bandit they are doing, and they don't realize what they are causing to people. It's not about the money people will pay. It is not all about the money. The main issue is the aftermath of that thing and what the people will go through. But they don't know. They just go there and pick up somebody, and you case people, you demand for ransom. On the process of that, you maltreat the people, you assault the people, you do a lot of dirty thing on the people. In a civilized society, the kind of support those people will get, even with the government support and all the rest, the people takes time, years to go through that trauma. Just imagine a pregnant woman.
All right, my brother.
Who knows what will happen to her? If, God forbid, we don't know what is happening now, if there is anything like miscarriage, because you don't know what that woman is going through. And you see the governor of your state, the last one, is it not this guy from Delta State that came with their team to rescue the people, the lady, that girl that they rescued? The Edo State government did not do anything. They didn't get involved. Is it this one that Okpobolo will do anything? That is why yesterday I was talking. Let them begin. If this is happening to their own children, their own wife, insecurity, they will fight and solve this problem. If it is the governor's wife or children or brother that this is happening to, by now they will be combing every forest of Edo State. But because
thank you, my brother,
it has not happened to their family, that is why people are suffering today. Concern them. Mr. Elvis,
and many people pay deaf ear to this thing, especially when it's not affecting them, and that is my
that concern. Is the thing, and they don't care now. They don't care about it. It not happen to them. That is the problem. Nobody will talk about it. Nobody will talk about it. We just move on. That is Nigeria for you. Did you not see this thing that this guy talked about today? Is it this guy, Mama P? I saw that thing. I just have that reflection about what happened. Buhari banned a Twitter. The whole of Nigeria will move on. What did we go for? People begin to install subscribe for VPN for them to browse. Nobody hit the street. Nobody do anything. That is how these corrupt leaders have programmed Nigeria. They have caged everyone. No matter anything happening, it doesn't affect anybody. As far as they can see somebody, they will borrow money. They can see OPay app they can use to borrow money. Right. As far as they see that, they see what to eat in the morning, Nigeria people are moving on. It's so sad that nothing's affect us. Even if 500 people, they buy them, or 1 million they buy, Nigeria will still be moving on. Nobody will stand.
And some of them will make a skit on it,
Yes, they will use it to do skit. They will use it to do skit and making money.
Anyway, thank you, Mr. Alabo. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming to put your voice to this. Thank you very much, Madam Patricia, for putting your voice to this. My people, we've come to the end of this broadcast. I appreciate every one of you that called in. There are more people that called in today than people that joined the panel. I appreciate you all, my people. Thank you, Madam Deborah, for calling in, and Mr. Simon, and many others that called in. Tony Africa as well. And those of you that supported the channel, Madam Eugenia, thank you very much, ma. I always appreciate you. And Mr. Joseph Orji, thank you very much, sir. Mr. Joseph Orji also actually called us as well. And Mr. Joseph Orji, that he talk and say maybe Peter Obi run as a vice. I think this debate needs to continue maybe tomorrow. I think I should put it on the, on a poll. Somebody remind me tomorrow to put on a poll.
I will remind you. Mr. Evans, I said majority will support that. I'm telling you as it's going now. Because Nigeria are just desperate, not Peter.
No, you're already trying to cajole the majority already. Just rest. You say you remind me, let me put it on. Don't tell them what to do. I'll put a poll out tomorrow. Immediately I start the broadcast by God's grace. I'll put a poll out. Do you want Peter Obi to run as vice under Atiku? yes, or you want him to resign if that is the last option. I'll put that on it tomorrow. I want to hear from the people. I appreciate every one of you right there on the comment section. Mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, my lovely mother. I appreciate you, Mommy, for all that you do always. And I love you so, so, so much. Thank you, my lovely brother, Abu Aziz. God bless you for me. I appreciate you for your selfless service. Thank you, Eva Line, Tuke Mike. Thank you very much. God bless you, my people. Tony Africa, Isaac, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ijedima, Mandastella, Masarada, Mandapege, Modi. Thank you, At Peace. Thank you, Mr. Pansard, Wisdom Lucky, and many, many others. And people, I'm so happy that I finished this broadcast early today. That's why I'm running, because if I continue that, all these people will never join. They'll come, they join. One go call. You can see Mr. Odua, Mr. Jonathan will come, Black Panther will come, give us some money, they'll come, scatter everywhere. Maybe then, another while, we go full everywhere now, Mr. Mecca and Tunaja come, scatter everywhere. Then more people want to call. You can see your gas in. People, make a kukuba your own now. Good night, my people. God bless. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Press on the like, help us to share, and also subscribe to our channel. I know they remember to talk that part. Hit the notification bell in case we are here. You'll be notified so that we can interact and do this together. And God will bless them, my people.
In this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. I make a fear my God. I make a fear my maker. Come on, go on, song. Organize. My God, I make a fear my maker.